What's going on? Jake here with NEF Fitness, and today I'm going to do a little bit type of video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to review athletic tape. So for those of you who don't know, athletic tape is a tool in the form of recovery. So if you have sore muscles, if there's a joint that's bothering you, essentially what you do is you pull out a strip about this long, you break it off, and you stretch out as much as possible and put the middle layer right on the point of injury. And the theory behind it, or not the theory, I guess really the science, is this tape, as you stretch it out and you put it down, you've created that elasticity. As it starts to pull inwards, it pulls the upper layer of the skin, so there's a small gap between the dermis layer of the skin and the actual smooth muscle. Now, not a big gap, a very small gap, but it's enough. What it's supposed to do is it allows more room for blood flow and nutrients and swelling essentially to go down in the muscle, and it speeds up the recovery process. My first experience with Kinesio Tape was actually earlier this year at the Arnold Classic Expo. I was in line with a few friends to meet somebody, and the line was going on forever, and happened to pass by the booth where they were selling athletic tape. My knee had been bothering me. My friend said they would hold my spot. I jumped over. They were giving free wrappings. They gave me a little discussion, a little explanation of how the tape worked, kind of like I had mentioned here, and they wrapped my knee up in a few different places. And I don't know if it's because the Kinesio tape actually worked, if it was a placebo effect, whatever it is, but my knee did feel better. I did feel more of a rush of nutrients. My knee wasn't bothering me after a day or two, and I left it on for a few extra days just as, as a precaution. Because this stuff is meant to stay on for a few days. You can have it in the shower, you can walk around with it, and honestly, if you get a really good smooth application of it onto your body, wherever it's at, you really don't notice it's there. It's like a Band-Aid. You might notice it's there for the first few minutes, but after a while it kind of just blends in. So I bought a little box of this, nice little roll for about $8, and every now and then I use it, and I do feel very good. Now, I am very basic when it comes to applying this stuff. Myself, I just do the example I told you, and I take a strip or two, and I'll put it on the affected area. But if you actually know a little bit about Kinesio tape, you can use a lot of different methods in terms of how you wrap certain parts of the body, of how you apply it to different areas. If you actually look up on just like a YouTube video or something like that of people using athletic tape, you can actually cut it into multiple strands and put it down, like say on your foot. Say the top of your foot is very sore. You can actually cut it and do strands that goes down each toe. And when you know more about how the muscles work and on what side you put it on, to how it helps a joint, like if it's one side's hurting, the other side's not hurting, whatever it is, there's certain ways you can apply it that maximizes the full potential of the healing process it can have. Again, like I said, I'm not very that advanced. I just take a couple strips and put it on where it's needed. But definitely check it out if you do have a lot of sore muscles, and if you tried a few things in terms of stretching, foam rolling, maybe icy hot, an ice pack, whatever it is. Try this out. It might be something different. I'm not saying it's going to help for something extremely devastating, but if you have some sore muscles, a sore joint, it's definitely worth checking out. It's not going to do any harm, in my opinion, and it is fairly cheap. Like I said, this whole roll was about $8-10, and honestly, it's held me up very easily. Now, I don't use it a lot, but again, if you're wanting to, you can definitely check this out. If you actually look online, you can actually just type in athletic tape, or this brand is Kinesio Tex. I'll actually put the link in the bottom to their website. I'm not sponsored by them, but this is the tape I have. It's by them, and I really enjoy it. So check it out, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any certain thoughts on athletic tape. You think it really is just a placebo effect, or it does have some actual scientific backing to it. Other than that, I will see you all next time, and have a great day.